Our Story Productions presents the Cocklebur Morning Show, where we weed out the big stories from throughout sweet Swine County with Bobby Ray and Sally Sue.
Oh, thank you, and welcome to another Cocklebur Morning Show.
Yes.
Bobby Ray, I am so excited about this segment. We have great guests.
Yes, we do. Yes, we
do. It
do.
just will be so fun.
Yep.
But I know that you're dying to tell us about your spectacular weekend.
I went on a tour of the cabins on Swine Lake.
Really?
Well, they really weren't on Swine Lake. They were about a mile away from Swine Lake,
okay.
but that was close. The first cabin we stopped at was Cousin John's.
Okay.
And, of course, he wanted to charge a cover charge to get in.
Did you pay it?
No, we decided we'd just walk around looking through the windows. And it looked like a pretty cool place. Cousin John, these guys digs together. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
The other place we went to, which was just outstanding, was Lawyer Ed's. Remember he was our guest last week?
Yes.
I got a newsflash for you. He's got more than one duck.
Really? I thought he only had one.
No, he's got more than one.
Should we call the number and find out?
Well, I don't know. I tried that number last week, and it didn't go where I thought it was going to go.
You have to leave it at
kind of. It was bad.
Yeah, okay.
And then the highlight of the tour was going to Lonesome Ron's place. He's that country singer and yodeler from Mankato.
Man. Yes.
I'm here to tell you. He bought a fixer-upper from Ronnie Silage. He's done a lot of work on it.
Sure.
And he picked that house up for exchange, barter, more or less, with Ron Silage for guitar lessons. I didn't even know Ron played guitar.
Well, I think he probably wants to, play for Prairie Ann.
He wants to be
put his poems
a little
to music.
picker. I never thought about that. You're very, you are so smart.
Oh, you got to keep on the edge,
Yep. Anyway, the tour lasted about 3.5 hours. I mean, it was quite. It was a great tour. Yeah. Of course, there were 3 hours spent listening to the songs from Lonesome Ron.
Oh, well,
and a half an hour looking at the cabins.
That's very interesting.
It was great. I'm telling you, it was great.
Sounds...
It was one of the more incredible weekends I've had.
It sounds really thrilling.
I loved it.
Oh, I bet it was. Fresh air, music, people.
Yep.
Wow.
It was marvelous.
Oh, great. Well,
I wouldn't swim in that lake, but...
Yeah, that's what I've heard. You don't really, it's a rash. You don't have to do that.
Okay. I'll remember that.
Yeah, don't go there.
Okay,
so now we are going to join Cocklebur Morning Show World Traveler.
Say that 4 times fast.
Hi, Professor Jay Von Tron here in my time machine. Been looking at different communities in the past and the present. Well, my time machine stopped. It says Minnesota, and it says today. Well, we haven't gone in the past, but let's take a look at this community. Medelia, the pride of the prairie, where you can take part in events including Park Days in July and Younger Brothers Capture in September, where you can visit for a day and enjoy golf, shopping, camping, visiting historical sites, hike, bike, fish, and more. A place where housing and living costs are reasonable, schools are progressive, and healthcare is advanced. Stop by Medelia Chamber of Commerce to learn more about the pride of the prairie. Well, let's look around a little more and see what different businesses they have. I'm glad I landed here with great businesses, great town, in our time.
Wow, by the way, that was a town worth bragging about.
Oh, it sure was.
Wow, wonderful.
Yep. Well, Sally Sue, it's time for us to bring out our special guest this week. And I'm telling you, they are special. They're from the town known as Hamhock Hollow. Yes. They are Sweet Swine County's own Lars and Inga.
Oh, very
welcome. Welcome, Inga. Welcome. Welcome, Lars. Nice to see you.
Hi, nice to meet you. Welcome, Lars and
Yes,
Inga.
welcome.
That's
Thank you.
so
It is
nice.
so nice to be
Yeah.
here.
Wonderful. Well, we understand that you retired a few months ago.
Oh, yeah,
Really?
we did.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like several months ago now, I'd say. Inga, he says, we've been in the sign business now here for 25 years. Don't you think it's time we retire? Didn't you say that, Lars?
Yeah.
Is there any chance that we might be able to convince you to get us a new sign?
Look at that. Look at it.
I
Isn't
mean,
that bad?
I'm not Tommy and she's not Sarah.
No.
That's
yeah,
pathetic.
that's bad.
Poor
It's been a long
taste.
time.
Well, I tell
long
you,
time.
Lars is so good with making the
Really?
signs. You know.
Really?
He started out small with the business.
Oh.
Yeah, and he started out with a small sign, I'd say. Yeah, small, nice, hand-painted sign, open. Oh, it was so lovely. Lars did such a nice job.
Wow.
Yeah, quickly, we followed it up with a little bit more, adventuresome kind of the next sign. Oh, so the best sign that got the most calls from everybody, I gotta say, out to lunch. You should have seen them knocking down the doors when we got that.
Three words.
3 words.
3 words.
That had to be a pretty big sign.
Wow.
Good. 25 years, then
Oh,
we
yes,
decided,
yes.
it's time to do something different, so we retired.
Nope.
So now what are you doing? What are you doing now?
Oh, well, I could tell you, Sally Sue.
Yes.
Lars and I were pretty much living on the edge.
Really? Oh,
Lars
no.
was one of these little traveling homes,
Okay.
1969 kind of a fixer-upper kind,
Fairly new.
And he's so good with that kind of stuff. So
Oh.
hit the road.
Can you share with us some of the towns that you've been to, that you've seen?
Oh, sure.
Oh, wonderful.
We'd love to hear about that. Sure,
Yes.
absolutely.
Did you bring along one of those clips then?
Yeah.
Oh,
All right,
great. Let's take a look at Lars and Inga, Lost in Minnesota.
Outstanding.
So, Lars, I know we're lost in Minnesota, but let's just keep driving. Maybe we can see some more. I got these visitor guides, Oh, there's a sign up there. I can tell you about this town. It's coming up right here then.
Okay, Inga.
It says there's 5 area lakes that are a popular site for recreational activities any season of the year, Lars. Oh, Lars, we can see things like the Fairmont Opera House, the Pioneer Museum, and Heritage Acres. And Lars, they have an aquatic park and much more. Oh, Lars, look at the specialty shops. Now there's your shopper's paradise. Oh, that sure is a nice town. We're going to mark that on the map and come back then.
Yeah, Inga.
Wow, Lars and Inga, that was quite a town. And what businesses. I'm
Yes.
impressed.
Oh.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, seeing all these things, it sure is exciting, right, Lars?
Yeah, Inga.
Yeah, but, there's some downfalls, it's a change.
Oh, sure.
Oh,
yes,
it's a change,
yes.
right, Lars?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, because right now, Lars and I, we do this driving around and things, but right now we're pretty much lost in Minnesota. Right, Lars?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people don't like to ask directions.
Oh, yeah, I was just going to ask, do you have a map? No, because you're lost.
Would you like to see another piece?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
do you
I
have
think
another
yes,
one?
absolutely.
Did you bring another one?
Sure, let's see another one. I'd love to. Let's see another one.
So, Lars, I know we're lost in Minnesota, but let's just keep driving. Maybe we can see some more. I got these visitor guides, Oh, there's a sign up there. I can tell you about this town. It's coming up right here then.
Okay, Inga. Inga, did you know Adrian is a small but progressive community located in the western portion of Nobles County in southwestern Minnesota? Over the years, Adrian has maintained a solid economic base due to his agricultural ties and over 80 businesses providing employment. With addition to the city's efforts, there are numerous clubs, organizations, churches, and school, which all play an important part in moving the community forward and enhancing quality of life in Adrian, you know.
Oh, Lars, look at the specialty shops. Now there's your shopper's paradise. That sure is a nice town. We're going to mark that on the map and come back then.
Yeah, Inga.
That was very exciting, and I'm so glad you shared them with
Yes.
us.
Thank you for
And
having us.
fantastic
Right, Lars?
adventures.
Right, Lars?
Thank you for coming.
You know, I was just thinking about the citizens of Sweet Swine County that live and love as the corn grows.
Yes. Oh,
Let's see what they've been doing.
Welcome back to another exciting episode of As the Corn Grows. Today, we join Natasha as she updates her brother Boris in Russia on her quest to reclaim the family fortune.
So you have made it then to this Sweet Swine County.
Da, dear brother, yes. I have found John Robert Olson, and we are very close to reclaiming our rightful legacy.
Are you sure you do not need my help?
Oh, no, no, no. No, I have everything under control.
Natasha? Natasha Churchenkov?
Boris, I am going to have to hang up now. I will call you back later, much later. Bye. Thank you.
I'm really sorry to interrupt that call with your husband.
Oh, him? No, you misunderstand. Boris is my brother. I am, as you say here in America, unattached.
I shouldn't have just barged in, sat down, and made you hang up on your phone call. I should just get going. I should leave.
Oh, no. Please sit. Have we met, Mr.
Elmer Plow. I'm the county extension agent, farm safety expert, but more importantly, I am your biggest fan. I have a copy of every single one of your books, and I especially love that book you wrote a few years ago called Trinomial Probability Distributions and the Three-Sided Russian Chicken Farm. I can't believe I'm sitting here with Natasha Churchenkov.
Do you know something, Mr. Plow? We have a thing for triangles in the old country.
Awesome!
Now, I want to go back to something that you said before about you are an extension agent.
Oh, you're thinking of something else. I'm not one of those kind of agents that's kind of lurking around. I'm not a farm spy or anything like that. But I'm more of a farm expert. You know, I help people with their farm problems. But, you know, I'm not much of an expert. I don't really know a whole lot about anything, to be honest with you.
You know, Mr. Plow, you are blushing.
Yeah, I'm acting like a juvenile idiot. I can't believe I'm sitting here with Natasha Churchenkov.
Oh, please, Mr. Plow, call me Natasha.
Call me Elmer.
Very good, Elmer. So, Elmer, I would like to ask a favor of you.
Sure.
I am doing research for my new book, which, by the way, is called American Chicken Farmer.
Is this the follow-up to the three-sided chicken farmer
It
book?
is, and this time I'm looking for chicken baron, for lack of a better word. Chicken baron, like a...
Barrels?
Baron.
Barons?
Yeah.
Okay,
So I'm looking for, because I want to call it the American Chicken Farmer.
Okay.
So I have heard of this man, John Robert Olson.
John Robert. Oh, Cousin John, the big chicken farmer.
Yes, I would like very much to meet him.
Well, I can help you with that.
Well, I tell you, according to my watch...
Is that a secret decoder ring?
No, Elmer, you silly thing, no.
It looks just like one. Looks like I got one out of a cereal box when I was a kid.
Oh, well, this is not from a cereal box, I tell you. But according to this watch, I have to go to Piggly Wiggly for a book signing. So, but maybe later? Might you take me on a tour of Sweet Swine County?
I'll give you a tour of every chicken farm in the whole county.
Oh, Elmer, that is such wonderful news.
No problem.
Thank you so much.
Elmer, would you like to introduce me?
Yeah. This, Katie, is Natasha Cherchenkov, the famous Russian author that I'm such a big fan of. Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Well, Elmer, I thought we had lunch plans today.
Yeah.
So that was a big piece of coconut cream and 2 coffees?
You got it, honey. So let's see what you got here.
At approximately 1,300 hours, on March 16th, you learned you were adopted. And a Mrs. Swanson, not Mary Olson, was your biological mother.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to...
Whoop. And furthermore, a lawyer, Ed, indeed learned that you were adopted as an infant and that your biological father was Russian KGB.
Well, that's right, but what I would...
Well, then, I would say my work is done here.
No, it's not. Happening? Sit down.
Settle down, Cousin John. You're scaring my customers again.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I need you to check into those other things, find out what they mean to me, and who's doing it, when they did it, and why they did it.
Something's up with Cousin John.
Why? What's he done now?
He winked at me.
Who winked at you?
Cousin John. I can't put my finger on it, but he's up to something.
Oh my, Ronnie Silage, thanks for coming so quickly. Please have a seat.
Prairie and wild horses couldn't keep me away after I heard your message.
Oh, thanks for coming, Ronnie. Thank you.
No problem. Are you sure you're all right, Prairie Ann?
Oh, don't worry, Ronnie. I was on a stakeout with Officer Dave.
A stakeout? Oh, Prairie Ann, you gotta be careful. It's a cruel world out there. And a sweet thing like you is just a perfect target for the ne'er-do-wells of the world. Not to mention the riffraff lurking in the shadows.
Oh, Ronnie, I was with Officer Dave. We were at the Piggly Wiggly and we were staking out the Cantaloupe Bandit. Did you know that fruit shoplifting is on the rise in Sweet Swine County?
No, you don't say. Well, just goes to show you never know what kind of hazards lurk in the grocery aisle. Is that what you called me about?
No, that's not why I called you here. Nosy Norma ran into me at the Piggly Wiggly and she said she overheard Mrs. Swanson talking on the phone about her son.
Elroy?
No!
Edward?
No, focus, Ronnie. The son that Mrs. Swanson gave up for adoption.
Adoption?
Yes, adoption. I am too close to the situation, so that's why I need you to be my confidential informant. I work at Cousin John's Daily Boar, and he can't know about the investigation. No, not just yet.
Oh, you can count on me, Prairie Ann. You've been my muse for years. I'll be your mole.
Oh, yes, Ronnie, my mole. This is going to be the biggest scoop this year. I'll tell you what we got to do.
Well, the scoop of the year, is it? Will Ronnie the Mole infiltrate Mrs. Swanson's inner circle to help Prairie Ann win the Golden Hoof Award for Journalistic Excellence for 2009? Find out next time on As the Corn Grows!
Wow, Sally Sue, always exciting.
That was a good idea.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, once in a while, you know.
Yeah, it all works. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's join Cocklebur Morning Show's friend across the pond, who has discovered some communities that are spot on.
Ooh.
Hello there. I'm Lady Dot from Spottingham, England. Yes, good to see you again. And today, right now, I am putting spots on my map on several small communities that I find to be spot on. And I'd like you to join me as we learn a little bit about some of these communities. In fact, I have one in mind for today that you might rather enjoy. So please join me as we explore this community together.
Truman lies 20 miles to the north of the Iowa border in south-central Minnesota. Founded when railroad came through the area in 1899, their city features an independent school district, exceptional quality of life, and a safe atmosphere to raise a family. Take part in Truman Days, the last part of July, for lots of fun and socializing with friends and relatives. I think you'll agree that Truman is a truly great place to call home.
Now, didn't I tell you that was one fabulous community? Now, let's take a look at some of their businesses.
Lady Dot, you are right. Spot on.
Oh, absolutely. Lady Dot, spot on. I just couldn't say that enough. Anyway, Sally Sue?
Yes.
You remember my cousin Jeff?
Oh, man. You mean the one that drives around without watching where he's going?
You know,
I mean, we've had this talk before.
I know. He may not watch the road, but I'm telling you what, he meets a lot of interesting people.
And I hope he has lawyer Ed's number in his pocket.
He does. But
yeah.
Let's take a look at some of those people he's been meeting.
Well, this is absolutely a beautiful day for a drive, and I'm learning a lot about the towns and communities throughout southern Minnesota, and I am very excited about this town. This is called St. James, and I'm going to learn all I can learn about St. James. I'm going to pull over here and see if somebody can help me. Excuse me, miss, I wonder if you could help me. Could you tell me a little bit about St. James?
Sure.
Well, hop in the passenger seat and let's visit. Hi.
Hi.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Lori from the Chamber of Commerce in St. James.
From the Chamber of Commerce here in St. James?
From the Chamber of Commerce in
Well,
St. James.
are we ever lucky? Because I wanted to know some things about St. James.
Wonderful.
I can give you a ride to the Chamber if you'd like.
I would love it.
And, in fact, before we go to the Chamber, would it be okay if I drive around and tell me a little bit about St. James?
I would
Well, this
love
will
to.
be fun. I'm very excited.
I'm excited, too.
So tell me, how long have you been with the Chamber here in town?
I have been with the Chamber for about 2.5 years.
Really? And tell me a little bit about St. James. It looks like a wonderful town.
It's a great town. We are proud of our downtown area. We have wonderful shops in town. As you can see, we have beautiful flowers lining the roads. That's something that we're famous for in our town, is our beautiful hanging baskets. And they went out last week, and we're very excited about them.
Wonderful. And do you have other things in town that you're known for?
We do. We have some wonderful lakes in town. We actually have two in St. James, one in downtown and one just on the outside of downtown. Beautiful walking path, 4 miles of walking in nature. You can be in town, you can be around the lake, there's parks, there's an amphitheater where we have live music. It's a wonderful place to hang out.
Tell me a little bit about the walking park. You said it's how large?
4.1 miles.
Wow, that's impressive.
And you go through city, you go through country, you go through wildlife. We even have a path trail map that tells you all about the birds and wildlife and nature that you can see when you go around the lake.
Well, that sounds wonderful. I'm going to take part in that. That sounds great.
Stop by the chamber and pick one up.
Well, I sure will. That would be wonderful. And tell me, Lori?
Yes.
Tell me about your events. You have events and activities go
We
on this
do.
summer? Because, we love to go to events and activities in all of the communities in this part of the country, and we'd like to hear about a couple.
We have some wonderful activities in our community. In May, we do something called Hot Dog Days.
Hot Dog Days.
Hot Dog Days, of all things. We have a Saturday, where all these businesses pay for ads to bring a nonprofit organization onto Main Street, and they sell different kinds of hot dogs.
All kinds of hot dogs.
All kinds of hot dogs.
Well, there's the first one.
And we also do a citywide garage sale that same day, so it keeps people out
great.
bustling around.
That's awesome.
It's wonderful, and that's in May.
Okay.
And then in June, the last weekend in June, we have our annual Railroad Day celebration.
Now, I've heard about Railroad Days. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
I would love to. On the Monday of Railroad Days, we start off with Taste of St. James. And what Taste of St. James is all the local food places, whether they're restaurants or catering organizations, bring together a sampling of what they serve at their restaurant. And all in one place, people buy tickets, they go and eat all they can eat.
Well, that sounds awesome, too. It
It's
sounds like
awesome.
there's lots of good food.
Everybody's
hot dogs
happy.
Exactly. And do you have a fair?
Well, let me finish with Railroad Days
okay,
first,
sure.
because
Please
we've
do.
just started the week. As you get towards the end of the week, the Chamber does a rail run around that 4.1 mile trail. And it's a rail run and walk. It's something that we've been doing since 1985, so it's a very, very big event for us. And then Friday, we do a St. James Golf Invitational, and there's activities going on during this whole time elsewhere in town as well. And then Saturday is a family day, so they have family activities, they have kids activities, we have train rides, and then we have a parade. And then after that, we have live music at the fairgrounds, and it all goes on until Sunday.
Now, how many days?
It starts on Monday and goes through Sunday.
Wonderful. Wonderful. And share with me a little bit about, quickly, just a couple of your other events. We're almost to the chamber.
Oh, okay. Well, a couple other events that we have is we have the Watonwan County Fair, and that's always the second weekend in July. And then the last weekend in July, we have the Watonwan County Relay for Life, which is a huge event in our community. And then in December, we have Winter Carnival.
Wow. It sounds like St. James is the place to be for events and activities.
It's a wonderful place for families to hang out.
And it looks like a great place to live. Is that correct?
It is a wonderful place to live.
Well, Lori, I am so thrilled I ran into you. This is great.
I'm really glad you did, too. I'm glad you liked our town.
This is incredible, and I am definitely coming back and I'm going to tell everybody back home about
Wonderful.
how they should come to St. James.
Wonderful.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
There is the chamber. You
Thank
have
you.
yourself a nice day.
Have a
and
nice
we're going to
drive.
get back to the road and see what else is happening in our part of the country.
You contact us if you need more help.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Well, folks, it's time, that time of the show when we have to say goodbye. We would very much like to thank our special guests, Lars and Inga.
Yes.
Learned so much from you today. We'd also like to thank my cousin Jeff for broadcasting another great show from the passenger seat.
Yes.
So until the next morning when the Cockleburs are up and we are too, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.